This is Ice Cream Gecko, and in today's video we're going to take a look at the Smarties pop-up ice cream. I bought this for €2.99 at my local Globus just a couple of minutes ago actually. So let us take a closer look at this. I have not taken a look at this in a long while and never on camera. So this is going to be interesting, maybe. Pause if you want to read any of these things here. I think we've got 4 of these things in the box. Let us open it up and see how it is. Something I do have to say is that... oh no, I'm ruining it. I'm ruining it. So we've got a green one and a blue one here, and we've got a blue one and a green one here. I do not know if there are any differences in these by the color of the plastic popsicle, maybe the plastic holder, the plastic tray with the stick. But I'm going to put the other 2 in the freezer and I'll take a look with you at these in just a second. Okay, the other 2 are in the freezer. Let us prop this up right here. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And take a look at these, a closer look at these. They look smaller than I have them in my memory, that's for sure. But maybe that's because the little plastic thingy stick is bigger than it was before, because I think it used to be a clear plastic base right here and a very thin red, almost like Capri Sun straw thickness type stick on the bottom right here. This right here is a lot bigger than that, which is interesting. Usually they go the other way around when it comes to that. Maybe they put in less ice cream, more stick, I don't know. Maybe stick is cheaper than ice cream. That I cannot answer in this video though. So yeah, looks okay-ish. We've got some genuine Smarties, I assume, on the top here. We've got our ice cream below. I do have the feeling that these 2 aren't different at all. Maybe it really is just the stick. And this is unfortunate. This thing doesn't come off all too well. Alright, we've got them both open right here, and they look normal, slightly discolored of course because of the moisture I would assume, so let us push them up a little bit. Yeah, and the thicker stick right here at the bottom makes it a lot easier to push them up a little bit. So we've got our ice cream right here. What kind of ice cream is that even? We've got vanilla ice cream with chocolate linsen and some sugar glaze on top of it. Okay, vanilla ice cream and Smarties. Anything in... okay, on the inside right here. Ah, that's interesting. Maybe you can hear it. Quite airy, this ice cream. I do remember this being a lot more dense. Not as airy as this is, like soft ice, even softer than that. Almost like yogurt that's frozen, sort of weird. And we've got small little pieces of Smarties all over the thing in there. So the first spoonful of the Smarties pop-up ice cream is going in. Yes, it really is incredibly airy. Almost too airy, I would say. We had a little Smartie piece right there. A yellow one, I think. Yeah, here it is. Second spoonful going in. Okay, yeah, the Smarties do taste like Smarties, that is nice. They have not changed in taste, it seems, over the past few years. Something I do have to say is that the ice cream itself is, I would say, too airy. It really feels like almost frozen yogurt or like really cold yogurt in your mouth. It doesn't really feel like ice cream when it comes to the texture of the entire stuff. It's weird. It doesn't even feel as cold as ice cream because of all that air in there. It's something I've never experienced before in ice cream like this. Something you can also see when I touch it right here. It's almost like a foam, like some gummy foam or something. Really weird. That's just not regular ice cream at all. It's something, but not what I expected. So let us push this out all the way. Let's see how much of this weird mass we've got in there. Alright, this is the stick already. Oh. Yeah, that is still similar to what it used to be. But there is The entire thing is hollow to the very bottom. I do not know if you can see that. You probably can't. There you can see the reflection from the very bottom right there. That's interesting. Very nice when you are a child and half of your ice cream slips into that little stick right here. Lovely. Apart from the stuff we've eaten on the top, I think the bottom right here is almost the exact same. We've got like ground up Smartie pieces right here. Let me zoom in on that. Ground up Smartie pieces, and we've got that foamy ice cream stuff that wobbles around. Overall, quite weird. Much weirder than I expected. Interesting, but weird. I think I'm going to finish this off now, and the second one as well. And I'll see you in just a second with the review sheet. The consumption process is complete, so let us dedicate some time to the review sheet. Here we go. First impression wise, I think it was fine. Packaging wise and looks wise, things were alright. Color wise, something that was kind of disappointing were the individual Smarties on top. They were already discolored. I thought that they would have something in store to make them look a bit nicer. Now they just look like regular knockoff Smarties, so that was a bit unfortunate. I mean, if somebody knows how to do it, then it's the Nestlé guys at the Smarties brand headquarters office or something like that. Something that is actually quite disappointing is, I think, the consistency of the ice cream. It says that it is vanilla ice cream on the box right here, and it should be that, but texture and wise in your mouth, it feels weird. It wobbles around. That is just not very ice cream like. It's like a foamy yogurt or just some pudding dessert. I think pudding dessert would make it. It wasn't always this way, I think. I think the ones that I had when I was a kid, I think that was actual like ice cream that would actually melt properly, because this right here, you can see here, that's the thing I talked about. You can't get into that thing, so any stuff that's in there is lost, and it's been out for a couple of minutes, and this just does not melt. It's like a weird foamy thing, and when you zoom in on it, it even looks like foamy. It's just weird. It's not the ice cream that you would expect when somebody sells you ice cream, that's for sure. So yeah, not even close to ice cream consistency and texture in the consistency and texture department, at least in my book. I'm not too happy with that. It's just it feels wrong. It doesn't feel nice, and it feels wrong. In addition to that, it's quite weird. Taste wise, it was fine-ish. Like I said, the vanilla, I don't know, it tasted like neutral ice cream substitute. Kind of weird. It felt like you had some sort of flavor from that gas that they injected into it that makes it kind of foamy. Not enough to really deduct any points for that. Overall though, it's 3 out of 5 points. It's nothing in this is breathtaking. It's not particularly well tasting. The Smarties are just regular Smarties, and you've got some weird like foamy ice cream on there that doesn't really melt either. So overall, not all that impressed when it comes to taste. Thermalization wise, they did though what they said they would do. I would assume when you look at the box, yeah, it does come quite close to what's on the box, so that's fine. But of course here, those discolorations on the Smarties themselves, I would have assumed that they would have figured out something to do about that in those 10-12 years that have passed since I had my last Smarties pop-up ice cream. I think it was just called Smarties ice cream or something back then. I'm not entirely sure though. Anyway, $2.99 is what I paid for this, and this gets a 6.25 out of 10 in the review sheet. If you've got a question or a video suggestion, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope I'm going to see you soon. Until then, bye bye.